It's too bad. It's too bad. Too bad, baby. But girl, we gotta face reality because If Loving You Was Wrong had their final episode last night. Now listen, I know I was just calling the hogs just then. That's because I just woke up like 20 minutes ago and I had to, get myself together. So don't judge me, judge your mammy, and don't judge mine because she gone to glory. But towards the end of this, I'm going to give y'all my honest opinion as to why I think Tyler really ended this series and how it ended the way that it ended. So let's just jump right on into it. This is the final season and the final episode of If Loving You Was Wrong. Season 5, episode 12. Boom! So anyway, so it picks up where we left off with, and that's with Marcy killing Randall, because that's what she did. So she runs out the house, all battered and bloodied up. And Bennett comes over to get Randall himself. But he's already been attacked. Marcy goes to Brad and tells him what happened. Listen, I will say this. Brad was a huge ride or die in this episode. And no matter how I may feel about him now, I'm all here for him being the ride or die and helping out his pretty young thing. You give me loving while the mother girls out there bugging. You keep it coming, my pretty young thing. Yes, that's a little piece of B2K off the Pandemonium album. I know y'all gonna sit here and act like y'all ain't listen to their B2K album, but I know you bitches is lying. I'm just going ahead and give y'all a little nostalgia sake. Rick comes over while Bennett is there, and he sees Bennett picking up another fireplace poker, and he puts him under arrest. Now, Bennett, you stupid. You should have known, living on that high-class street, that the police was going to find their way down there somehow, some way. And, I do feel bad for you, Bennett. But I felt like if Marcy hadn't have killed him, you would have killed him, and that would have made you a murderer. But at the end of the day, I get it, because what he did, he really could have killed your wife. So I definitely listen, this is the whole thing. Personally, I don't feel bad that Randall dead as a doorknob. I don't. Listen, Randall should have been dead 4 seasons ago once Brad found out that he was screwing his wife down to that damn shed and was a possible baby daddy to that baby. So, listen, you reap what you sow. His mama told him best, you reap what you sow. What comes around goes around. Karma is a bitch, and they call her a bitch for a reason. So, while some people may be sad that he lost his life, girl, I ain't one of them. Lucia goes to Esperanza's house and lets her know that the FBI is taking over the case because, for y'all that don't know, because thanks to Eddie taking people money, doing people any way they see fit, his daughter came into the crossfire. Rick tells Kelly what happened to Randall, and then he asks to take her out to celebrate her being released, and he sees Terrell. Rick, listen. I think the real reason why she don't want to have nothing to do with you is because you sitting up there still trying to deal with Pat. Y'all know I hate Pat guts. All right. I hate the ground that hoe walk on. So I'm with Kelly. Like, listen, I got another whole situation that I might or may not be trying to pick back up with my baby daddy. And, I just don't even want to get involved with you like that. And I can't blame Kelly. I can't. Like, now, listen, y'all know the type of low down, trifling, dirty ass whore bag I am. I quiet as kept would have had the both of them in the threesome before I kick Rick to the curb. But y'all know Kelly is a saved woman, so she wouldn't do what I do. Ian goes to see Larry and Mandy in the hospital. She says to get them. She says he has to get both of his legs amputated, and he also has a hematoma. And she wants Eddie and the daughter dead. I don't like Mandy. I don't like Mandy at all. Bitch, you a woman. You a woman. So for you to be sitting up here basically going along with killing this poor innocent young girl who had absolutely nothing to do with y'all grown people issues. Anyway, Brad tells Marcy that he's going to swap her bloody clothes for Alex's. And Marcy asks him, does he hate her that bad? And he says no. He's just that in love with her. And he and Marcy and the kids can be happy together. Now, this is where I stop liking Brad. Because you know what? I'm all here for being a ride or die. I'm here for it. I'm here for being a ride or die. What I'm not here for is you basically putting your ex-wife into the position where she could be going to jail for the rest of her life over a crime that she had absolutely nothing to do with. Just because you want to go trottle off for Marcy and gallop off into the sunset. And what's so sad is, while you may not be the father to Bradley, you are both parents to the two oldest kids. Like, how do you think the kids are going to feel if and when they should ever find out that it was all a fucking lie? Marcy was the one that killed that damn man, and the both of y'all set up and let her go down for the crime. Now, I will say this. Marcy, in my opinion, I feel like Marcy really only did it because she was still out of it. Because even when he came up with the plan, she said, no, I don't care how I feel about her. I'm not finna let her go down for that. Like, what are you doing? I'll turn myself in. This, that, and this. And Brad was the one who showed his true colors. I mean, listen. See, that's why, ladies and gentlemen, you got to be very careful about who heart you break. You got to be very careful about who heart that you break. Because you're gonna end up in a situation just like Alex found herself in. She handled this man any type of way she saw fit, and it took him over the breaking point. Because y'all know this entire 5 seasons, Brad has always been the sound voice, but they took him over the edge, and they took him to a place where he's not willing to come back from. And she is the only person that I feel sorry for out of this entire thing is Alex. I honestly feel bad for her. I do. And y'all know I always gave Alex the biz naive. But I feel bad for her at this point because she's really going to go down for this crime that she did not have a damn thing to do with. Like, I feel bad for her. I do. Call me what y'all want, but I feel bad for her. Eddie finds Ian coming out of the hospital and he tases him asking about his daughter. Then he tapes the taser to him and he walks off. So I guess that was their way of killing off Ian. Now, I mean, granted, Marcy was like, well, you know, an attorney brought her here to us. He knows exactly what she had on that wouldn't work. But see, now that he done gone to glory thanks to Eddie looking for Mika, I mean, you know, I'm just gonna leave it at that. Eddie goes to Larry's hospital room and he punches Mandy in the face. Thank you for that. And he smothers Larry. A security guard finds Ian. But by that point, it was too late. Ian was already gone. He was done for. It was night, over and done with, close the curtains. Say bye-bye to Ian, because he gone, girl. He gone, girl. They killed him. He gone. He dead. Good and dead. Graveyard dead. Looking up at St. Peter at the Book of Life, dead. Rick goes to Brad's house to find Marcy so that she can identify Randall's body and ask her a few questions. Rick sees Alex and Marcy's dress and he takes her down to the station. And Marcy felt, listen, you know, Brad, I lay this on your doorstep because Marcy did not want to do that. Like, Marcy damn near passed out. And I would have too, because to see Alex's face, first of all, she was on crack, cocaine, methamphetamines, and every damn thing else under the sun. She's completely out of it. Don't know what's going on. And to see her face, like to see her ex Brad, like call for him, and he's just, you know what I mean? Like, I understood how Marcy felt because I would listen. I would not have been able to sleep easy until I went down there and told them the truth. Because it's some things that if you've never been had human feelings, human emotions, that time would have been that time. And I don't know. I don't think I could have went through it. To be honest, I just don't think I could have went through it. I would have had to turn myself in and get a real good lawyer. And I have so many witnesses about how many times he done put hands on me, kidnapped me, this, that, and this. And that he kidnapped me one too many times. And, I went too far. You know what I'm saying? I mean, she would have gotten off easy. Eddie comes home and tell Esperanza that he have found Mika dead. And Esperanza shoots him dead. And that, my dear friends, was the end of the series, If Loving You Was Wrong. Now listen, there's still so many unanswered questions. Whatever became of Joey? Whatever became of Andrew and Pete? Alex? Did she really go down for this? Or did they find a way to pin it all on Bennett? Tanya, what done became of her? Is Eddie really dead? Why was Eddie wearing a damn bulletproof vest? He wore one on them other times he got shot. What was so different about this time now? Did Esperanza go down for killing the cop? Did the cops there just hate Eddie so much that they just cleaned the crime scene and tossed his body to the gators and he just became a missing person? There's so many unanswered questions, and I blame Tyler because Tyler is so damn vain that he does not want anybody else to write. I felt like how he had other writers in his back pocket. We possibly could have had a season 6 or a season 7 and had all of these unanswered questions answered, laid to rest, and laid to bed. Tyler, I blame this on you. I do, because you're too vain. We all know you can write, sis. We all know you can take dick, and we all know that you can write. And the fact that you ended this so early, so prematurely, the way that it ended, also that you could focus on one show, which is the haves and the have-nots, I think that's tired. I think that's completely tired, delayed, through, late, and every damn thing else under the sun. But whatever. That's your show. You can do what you want. You're a big girl now. But I just didn't agree with it. I do, because we still have so many questions. So many questions. At the very least, this could have been a 2-part series finale. This could have been a 2-part series finale. Where you could have had another episode just closing everything. Whether she went down for the crime or not. Whether Esperanza went down for killing Eddie or not. Whether they covered up Eddie's... whatever. Y'all, that's really all I got. I ain't got no money to give you. Y'all drop down. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about last night's episode. Let me know what y'all thought about this series as a whole. First and second season, amazing. Third season, horrible. Horrible. Fourth season, it started off slow and then it picked up towards the middle and the end. And this final season, I can't complain. It was decent, but I just still have so many unanswered questions. That's my takeaways from it. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about it, about the entire series. And yeah, we're going to put this to bed. So long, If Loving You Was Wrong. Thank you for giving us 5 years of your time and your talents, or lack thereof. And yeah, until next time, until we meet again.
I just woke up and I rolled up. I just woke up and I rolled up. And I got my plane ticket. That push that be my starter kit. I just woke up and I rolled up.